As an adult child, the best thing we want to do is always make our parents proud. There's a little bit of anxiety in our head, and we still want to do it even if we're in our 30s. If you want to have a great relationship with your parents, I have the steps for you. My name's Nick Tabor. I'm a personal trainer, wellness coach of health and fitness, and I'd like to go ahead and talk to you about it, man. I tell you, I had like one of the best parents, man. I got very, very lucky, man. My parents, Mr. and Mrs. Tabor, who are genuinely pretty private, and I don't think they'll ever be on this channel, but they were great. They were really, really, really great people growing up, especially, dealing with all the bullying that I had to go through, dealing with all the issues that I had. They did well. And when I was a kid, my parents always pushed me to do a little bit more than I intended to. And, when other people, like even teachers would say, like, don't expect him to do too much with his disability, or anything, or don't expect him to do a great deal in this life. He'll be great, don't you worry, he'll be fine, but he's gonna be what he can be. And my mom was like, nah, he'll do whatever he wants, he's good. And it always sticks in the back of my mind, like, am I doing great by them? Am I earning the Tabor name? And I know that sounds stupid to some of you, but I think everybody can relate. If you have your parents that are still alive, like, are they proud of me? Are they am I living up to what they did? They put a lot up there. They did a lot for me to be where I am. They took out loans. I mean, even like I remember when I was 16 years old and I got into a car accident and they took out a loan and remortgaged the house. I think they remortgaged the house, but it doesn't matter. But still, they got me a new car without even, any question. They put themselves out there so I could get to work and do things and, be able to do what I had to do. And I'm like, whoa. Like, it's just like, it still blows me away. Still blows me away. And I push and I do great things and, I do this. And I recently had an awesome opportunity. My dad had an issue with one of his knees and he had a surgeon who looked at his knees. Our doctor said, you're going to need a surgery for that. And it's going to, his insurance didn't cover it all the way. So he's going to be left with a hefty bill. So he calls me up and he says, hey, Nick, can you help me out here? Can you help me maybe rehab this knee? And I'm like, yep, gotcha. No problem, man. Like, it was like a kid in a candy store because I got to show my dad my craft and things that I tried to do. And I fixed his problem. And I'm like, okay, whoa, look at that. Cool. Sweet. I get to do what I got to do and show him that. I'm like, man, all right, cool. And he's like, and he hugged me after every gym session. He's like, man, thank you so much. And he's not a person, like, we're not, like, our relationship, we know genuinely we love each other, but we're not, like, all like, oh, Dad, I love you so much. I love you so much too, sonny boy. Like, we're not like that. That's not our thing, and, but still, like, we genuinely know we're there, and I'm really proud to be his son, and I know he's really proud to be my dad. And, it's a thing that we want to do, and it fills me up. Like, even when I'm 35 years old, and I think, like, are they, man, I hope they're proud of me, I hope they're good, and you still want to live up to their expectation. Hopefully, if you had a good home, you do that. And, that's a part of, really, it means you had a strong family, and that's good. So how do you make sure your parents are proud of you? How do you do that? Because with anxiety, it sits in the back of your head. And if you have depression issues or, some issues like that, you don't want to, if you could take one more thing off the shelf, you can be all right. Let me tell you how you can do that. Here's some 3 steps. Step 1, communicate with them. Let them know how you're doing. Take that time and, pick up the phone, call them, or do what you gotta do. Like, my parents are in the retirement age. They don't really... My mom just started doing texting recently, and I still think that's kind of bizarre. that, hey, Mom, what we doing? Love you, good. She's like, oh, yeah, love you too, bye. And she actually texts well, and I'm like, I'm all right, good job, Mom. They do that. But if you communicate, tell them the stories, talk about what's going on, and, just let them in. They spent enough time. Like, legally, they have to spend at least, 18 years or so, and they're legally responsible by the government to bring you up, feed you, clothe you, and teach you things, and do great things in your life. And, or you do what you do with as a parent, right? So they do that. So yeah, you have to turn around and, be a damn good adult. It's the least you can do. That's the least you can do is be a good thing. And, tell them those stories and let them in and see what's going on and talk to them and validate their probably about 20 years of work. They've done good. Help them out. Talk to them, and step 2, similar to this, but spend time with them. I told a story about my dad. I had to, be able to do that. Like, it's just every once in a while we get together and, we go have breakfast at a little tiny diner and, maybe we spend $10 in between us for a meal, but we chat for a while and we get to be able to catch up and see how things are going. And you do what you do and you're like, okay, yeah, we're good. And if you have a vocation or if you have something where you can give back, like I said, they spent 20 years on you. You gotta help them out. You're good. Like you're good. You gotta do those things. You gotta make sure you're good. Maybe you have kids now, and you've got to do your thing. You've got to make sure that's cool. Help them out. And do things that are cool. Make sure that they're good. And, they're really good, but help them. Like my dad with his knee. All right, Dad, come on down. Let's go ahead and take care of you. Okay, good. Straighten out. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, there you go. About a couple of sessions, he was fine. Then we introduced some exercises in order to maintain it and make sure he was good. And he's like, whoa. And I'm like, dang. It's like, yeah, he's got something. You got some talent there, man. That's my dad talking to me. He's like, you got some talent. You good. You good. If you follow those steps, you'll have great parents. And you'll be good. You'll be good as gold. Okay? All right. There's a lot of great videos on this channel. I want you to go ahead and continue to climb. Go ahead and check out one right there, and I will see you there.